What are we doing, Matt?
We're getting everything wrong.
Everything?
Everything!
Everything! All right.
But what are we getting wrong about specifically for people that don't
you know what? Because we already do. We're professionals in getting shit wrong.
Oh, yes.
But this time we've decided to narrow it down, I'd say.
to one particular form of media.
The comic book.
The penny dreadful. do you have a second or third term?
The graphic novel?
The graphic novel, good enough. Because
the trade.
I think I've said this before. Remember we did a podcast like months ago where it was just you throwing dumb 90s comic book shit onto the video window?
I think
Spider
Side, yeah.
And stuff, and I was like, all right, I love video games. I love movies. I love talking about these things. I love talking about wrestling, but it's like actually at the top, just talking about dumb shit. It's like old comic book shit is like my favorite because there's so much more. There's so much deep little bits of shit everywhere. Sprinkles.
Yeah, you don't really get piles of diarrhea as much as you get. You have so it's like the toilet has long since been flushed,
right.
But the spackle, the spatter around the bowl has dried
it's all over
from the mid-90s, and you cannot scrub that shit out.
And you may think, oh, I've gone through, yes, Adam X the Extreme, yes, like Cyclops being Gunman. And you're like, yeah, I know pretty much all the stupid stuff. Then we'll be at a con, and someone will look at you deep into the eyes, clasp their hands around your face, and say,
what do you know about Judas Traveler? And then we just go,
just like Charles Xavier would have done.
Oh, man, you just fucking pull some shit up with that plunger.
So yeah, we want to try to get all that shit out there. Maybe there's stuff we still don't know. Maybe there's stuff we can assume, ascertain.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna be
analyze.
We're gonna be taking mad huge guesses and not checking to see if we're correct.
Oh yeah, Wikipedia is at literally your fingertips.
This is the comic book show about being incorrect and loving it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do we got up first? I guess the thing to do is talk about something that you've enjoyed recently before we dig deep.
Dig deep into the spackle, yeah.
Into the what we got to come up with a good name for it,
yeah. But we haven't yet.
Yeah, but we got the box.
We have the box.
Before we get there.
We have the box of dankness.
Before we get there.
There's some grease stains at the bottom of this box.
All right, before we spit on our hands, rub them together, and try to figure something out, let's go with something not so terrible, perhaps. Something more recent. What's going on in your
what's going on for
wheelhouse?
Me is that I was reading Old Man Logan.
Okay.
Which is kind of the continuation of the Old Man Logan storyline. I told you a bit about this. And I was just like, well, yeah, what's the deal? Because I saw a comic book cover that had the X-Men on it and Old Man Logan and Laura as like the current, like all new Wolverine. I was like, what's his deal now? What's Old Man Logan's deal? How did this happen?
So this is not this is not a reprint of the original, like Old Man Logan comic, but it has the same name.
This is if after Old Man Logan, the original Mark Millar one, what if blip? He just appeared in 616.
Okay.
And he's like, what? What universe is it? And he goes, and I love how an X-Men character immediately it's on board. It's like, I time traveled. Got to take care of it.
I know what's going on.
Exactly. I've time traveled before.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's also like, how can we get that character from that universe into the one that has all the rest? How do we get Spider-Gwen over into the 616?
So basically, it's Wolverine just thinking about like all the weird Hulks he killed at the end of Old Man Logan, and he kind of zooms around to different parts of 616, just trying to figure out where he is. How is it happening? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How is it happening? What's he there for? And Wolverine quickly assumes, well, I'm a Terminator. I have to kill those responsible for my dark future.
Huh.
So I should kill Hulk. I should kill, like, I'm forgetting. He has a list. He made a fucking list.
Okay.
He made a list. There's some like small time guys. There's anyone that hurt him in his timeline, he wants to kill. Now the problem is that between where Old Man Logan, the original like kind of what if story that Mark Millar wrote, that was a couple of years ago. That was like almost 10 years ago.
It was a while. It was definitely a while ago. Yeah.
So since then, in real life, the Marvel Universe has changed and been rewritten.
Yeah.
So Wolverine goes to that point in the Marvel Universe, not the point that would be his starting point of when things started to go bad. So he tries to kill Bruce Banner, and he's like, where's the Hulk at? Where's the Hulk? And then someone's like, I think he's hanging around over there. And it's Amadeus Cho, the totally awesome Hulk.
It's
and
the
he's
Red
like,
Hulk, yeah.
No, he's the cool Asian Hulk.
Oh, excuse me, Asian Hulk.
The one that's like, hey.
Yes, Asian Hulk.
Wait, no, fuck it. Yes, it's the Red Hulk.
Sure. But he is...
That I corrected you. I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, but he is the one and the same, correct?
Yes.
Good. Getting things wrong.
So he goes, yeah, you're going to have to die. And he's like, well, yeah, why? I didn't do anything. And he's like, what do you mean you didn't do anything? You're going to kill everybody. He's like, but I'm not Bruce Banner. He's like, what? Who the hell are you then?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Amadeus Cho. And he's like, is this my past or not? And he goes to see the X-Men. He's like, wait, you guys should be dead by now. Wait, what? And then other people like Jubilee and Shadowcat and other characters say, this isn't your past exactly. Things have changed. And he's like, huh. And he's like, but it's going to happen. The bombs will drop. They're like, no, I don't think they will. And he's like, huh. And then he tries to find his place in this universe. So like he meets up with Captain America, and Captain America's old, and he's like, why are you old? There it goes. Banner, Mysterio, of course.
Tilt that up. Yeah,
tilt that up. That's his list. So you know why he wants to kill Mysterio.
But does this then, like, do we get an actual reason as to why the blip occurred at some point?
Up to the point, this is volume 1.
Yeah.
I've read up to volume 3. It's still not at that point yet.
Okay.
But the stories that
it almost doesn't even matter, though.
It really doesn't matter, because the stories, and he goes to Japan, goes to fight the Hand.
The point is, we want Old Man Logan in the real world.
Yeah, exactly. So there's the original Old Man Logan for those. Yeah, remember, there's our friend Hawkeye. There's gross Hulk people
Inbred baby
down
Hulks.
there. Yeah, there's lots of fun stuff in this. Okay. I'm really enjoying it so far.
I'm seeing continued imagery of Cap shields, so there's some interesting stuff there.
Yeah, there's old Cap and stuff.
All right. And this is the start of a series. This is not a one-off.
I think this is ongoing. Yeah, this is volume 1, and as far as I know, it's ongoing. But I might be wrong. It's totally possible. So there's Old Man Logan. If you're into Wolverine,
you know what?
I recommend it.
I think we got a segment closer right there.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Yeah. Like don't take my word for it. Read it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that's what it is, but I might be wrong. But I might be wrong. But I like that. Wrong. We're using that.
Okay.
All right. Over on my side, I'm gonna pull out.
You pull out.
Of course. Then this, I believe you've had a chance at as well. We Stand on Guard. This is, I don't know if I mean, thank you, first of all, for the gift.
Oh, right, yeah. I was like, hey, I have this. Do you want it?
But this is Brian K. Vaughan, and this is...
the creator of such flops as Saga.
and Why the Last Man.
And Runaways.
Yep. So this is Brian K. Vaughan basically doing his story about what if Canada and the U.S. went to war. Thank you. And in particular, like... what if mechas were involved in this war? And it's fucking radical, because that's a story that we always like to bring up the whole it's okay thank you like our hands are here. We always like to bring up the whole like once upon a time Canada took and fought America all the way back to the White House and burned it down when they pissed us off.
We almost did it.
We did it one time, and everyone tells that story, and then this kind of like it brings that up and makes fun of everyone telling that story.
That's a maple leaf with blood splattered
all over
it.
Yes, it is. It's hard to see the red on red, but that is in fact a maple leaf. But no, like this is named after, of course, the line in the national anthem, "Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee." So it's pretty nicely done. It's pretty nicely put together. It really fucking goes all out.
Yeah, it does.
It is a bloody tale. It is not nicely told.
It's very Canada.
Very much so. And you pretty much, your stage is set in the future when, if America did go to war with Canada, what would happen? Lots of people would get wiped out super fucking quickly. And then we would then
number of wipeouts,
and we would then retreat to the cold
frozen wastes,
and the cold would
just
be
a few miles north of where we live,
and that would be where we could then take advantage of our territory.
Yes, because our mechs are well versed in the frozen temperatures.
Exactly.
But perhaps America did not prepare for that,
and so suddenly we have that sniper wolf level. Right?
Yep.
Where you're like, you got the big soldiers coming in, but they don't know the backlands like we do. They don't know the cold. They haven't done the ear pulling like every Canadian child does when they turn 18.
Yeah.
And we get to fight them back on their turf.
So I read about half of the original, like it's about 6 issues, yeah?
Yeah, 6 issues.
I read about half of it, and I was really liking it. I was like, there's less going on here than Saga, but since it's supposed to be a 6-issue tale, there is it's not as epic or as sprawling, but it's still like a really fun concept.
Yes, and it is absolutely it's definitely not trying to set itself up to be a miniseries. It is 100% self-contained.
Yeah.
They could revisit this world if they wanted to, but I don't see a ton of reason for them to go back to it, to be perfectly honest.
Maybe not to this timeline of where this takes place. Maybe they could be like, hey, a few years later. So
I was trying to find that.
Seems to be Blade Wolf fighting an actual
Canadian dire wolf versus American Blade Wolf, and that is your representation of where the story goes and what's happening.
So I see that America has a particular racial slur against Canadians, and that is moose fuckers.
You moose fuckers have 60 seconds to surrender.
Amazing.
Hey,
I'll
man,
take that.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Yep.
But
it's a wild night.
Yeah, but all in all, it's just like, it's a really cool self-contained story. They're, like I said, they don't fuck around. This shit gets bloody, and it's a good time. It's a really good time. And the writing, of course, is the strength because, I'm going to sit here and I will gladly fondle Brian K. Vaughan's balls all day.
Brian K. Balls.
Brian K. Balls will be fondled here on this show. Get used to it because I love that dude's writing and I'm on board as soon as I see his name. But that's not to take anything away, of course, from Steve Schroess and Matt Hollingsworth, as well as Phonographics for their contributions to We Stand on Guard. So that was my recent read, and I definitely would recommend if you're looking for something a little bit more self-contained, which most of the time, Matt, I am. That being said...
Yes, it's true.
That being said, I think it's pretty good, but I might be wrong.
You might be wrong.
I might be wrong.
I really want to read Brian K. Vaughan's run on Man-Thing. He did really good stuff with Man-Thing.
Okay.
But... I might be confusing that with Swamp Thing. I don't know, though.
I know that I got a recent 2 volumes of Paper Girls, which is something else he's been working on. Not Rat.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's Paper Queens.
Rat Girls.
I'll read Rat Girls.
So I have that, and I'm getting ready to read. I'm getting ready to read that, which is also a jam, a Brian K. Vaughan joint. So that's that. But enough of that good shit.
Of that stupid garbage.
Can we get to the important matters?
Okay, that's a heavy box. Do you want to grab one side? Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
This is the dank comic book box. That's
damn straight.
What is this? It has DC Heroes on the front, but it says Converse on the side.
This is a Converse shoebox that I have.
But it just so happened to have DC Heroes on it?
Yes, because I had...
got some kicks?
I had some Riddler kicks.
Oh, it's true.
Once upon a time.
So this is our dank box, and we're gonna pull some out of the hat.
Yep.
And we're gonna make some dumb assumptions.
We gotta
about what happens.
we gotta make some observations.
Yeah.
Um,
Based on our years of experience being comic book experts.
Absolutely. Do you remember the criteria for which we are going to be? I guess the bingo game we'll play. The categories before we pull anything out.
I definitely remember some. I remember.
Oh, shit.
Are there any lies on this comic book cover?
Okay, that was one of them. I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna try and pull them up if I wrote them down somewhere.
Yeah, I think you might have. You definitely wrote it somewhere, either on that lappy or on your phony.
Okay, so here we go. This is the list. I found the list of. I found our document for what we're gonna be doing.
Criteria
on this show.
Yeah,
we're gonna be taking it from the top with recent reads, whatever we've been going over, anything new that we want to talk about. And
once that bullshit's out of the way,
we get down to the trash pile.
Yep.
So that's what we're working with. Of course, once we take a look at what we pull out from the trash pile, we have a couple criteria that it needs to be judged on.
Yeah.
That criteria includes: 1, do I have to read some other bullshit
to understand what the hell is going on?
Do I have a box saying this happened in previous issue, whatever?
For more details on why that guy died.
Yeah, read, and not the same line of comics, a completely different.
Like you're reading Spider-Man, and it says, no, go read Quasar.
Yeah, exactly. 2, Liefeld alert. Is there a Liefeld alert on the comic art?
So if there's a Liefeld alert, then I believe the sound of when the bride looks at something that's traumatic.
That's not bad. Yeah. Yep. That's we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
3, shiny bullshit.
Yeah.
Is the cover shiny bullshit?
How worthless is this shiny bullshit?
Did they go all in on it? 10. Then of course, is this cover lying to me?
What lies?
What lies are on this cover?
Exactly.
Are there strong ads in the comic
that make that at least make an impression? Like if it's an ad where it's like nothing, it's like who cares? But like if it's about Spider-Man eating Hostess cakes and solving the problems at the docks, then yes, that's good.
How terrible is the name of the mail section? And then finally, what's it worth? And then we take all that and we read the shit. And we see which one of us was more accurate in guessing its price value.
Okie dokie.
Of course, it's not. It's not complete.
An exact science.
It's not an exact science, but it's also not complete until we mention that we are each given. I don't know how often this should be.
Well, okay.
But
yes,
once per show is probably too much. But the power of veto. Right now, we each have 1.
But we also want whoever like initiates a veto, the opposite man can then counter
veto.
But you only got one.
You only got one.
And you got to choose when you want to use it.
Okay.
So if I mention a particular hero, event, transformation, or power, Woolie can just not talk about it. It's
shut it down.
A sandbag that he can just put up. And I can't talk about it.
You are not allowed. We are not going any further into that discussion. However,
it's like once a year.
But if you really want to, you can spend your counter veto and then get a counter veto going.
Forcing Woolie to talk about
force
something.
The discussion and vice versa.
Good.
So like hold on to those points.
We will.
And then a special prize is dealt out once we've gotten through all of it.
Yeah, once a comic has been analyzed fully, and I think when it comes down to the worth of the comic, whoever is the closest without going over, because you read the comic, you ascertain its quality and what it could possibly be
make
worth.
A judgment call.
And then we receive, whoever gets the closest receives a special prize.
That's the rules of Willie and Matt get everything wrong.
Yep.
Let's get right in then.
Why don't you do the honors?
Oh boy. All right, well, I mean, the problem with this box is yours are in nicely contained. You've contained your shit into the proper bag and board.
I did not mean to.
And I wanted the shit to be in garbage condition.
I'll wrap them up later.
Okay, so I know all my garbage is properly contained. I'm gonna go with one of these. I'm gonna go with this.
Do it.
Holy shit. Get this box out.
This is the shiniest comic in the world.
Oh, that was Criteria as well.
What?
Was the fucking shiny factor?
What about? Oh, yes.
Right? The metal factor. Is it metal? Oh, man. Okay. So we got to take a look at this.
So I saw this on I think either a fan gave me this at a con or I just found it somewhere.
Punisher Rampage, double Edge.
No, don't forget, it says Marvel Edge. So this was a weird late 90s imprint sub-series. I don't know what it is, really.
Okay.
And it wraps all the way around to Nick Fury going, why?
Why am I here?
Why am I here?
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. All right. So how should we do this? Should we take some guesses before we open it up, or should we?
Let's take a few guesses. I believe in this comic because we're going to read this off screen for a second just to see if we're correct. Yeah. I don't believe the Punisher ever gets into a situation that dire where there's a million guns pointed at him and he's all fucked up
And he's drooling out the mouth.
That is a dramatization for good effect to get you to buy the comic. That doesn't happen, I believe.
Okay. I think the letter section is going to be close to something like paper cuts for the word edge.
The interesting thing about this is I don't know if this is an actual Punisher comic or it's the Edge comic and this is the Punisher. I'm going to say I have a 50-50 shot of this being right. It could be a Punisher comic that's actually in it. I'm going to say it's just going to be called Punisher War Journal. The letter section.
All right.
But I could be super wrong.
I like how it completely disappears. You can't even see. Look, you
can't see Edge.
There is like a goddamn.
Also, Will, you didn't read the bottom red thing. What does it say?
Over the Edge begins here.
So it's some type of Maximum Carnage style event.
Unclear 100% where this is going, but. There's a lot to be said about it.
Do we want to make an assumption about how much this is worth?
Okay. And that's what the stakes come down to, right?
I think so. Because you can quantify that easily. So there's going to be a special prize who gets the closest.
That's what it was.
There's going to be a special prize to whoever gets the closest without going over.
That's what it is. Okay, so first of all, this gets fucking huge points for being shiny, right? Because this is what we're doing here.
That's one of the shiniest covers I've ever seen.
Literally refracting and reflecting all over the camera to the point that a lens flare is blowing everything up. Okay. Huge big bonus for that. I'm going to give it as well. I'm going to give it another bonus point for having an Edge imprint going on. So the fact that this is not a normal Marvel comic, but it is a part of a limited...
like it's Secret Wars, or it's like...
they're pushing it hard enough for it to be also considered, like, Edge is the bigger... Edge is
not Punisher.
Edge is the top billing on this.
It might as well be based on the fucking rival school's character or the wrestler.
Right? So top billing on this comic goes to not the character on the comic.
No, he's minor.
So that gets another bonus point, right? So 1.4 for the fucking imprint. Now let me write that down. There we go. Okay. You want to crack this open? Let's see what's up.
Well, we're gonna say how much. Do we?
The value.
Do we read it first?
No. I think
it's hard, isn't it?
No, I think we should judge right now, right here.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's $5. You can get $5 for it.
You think $5 for that? $5 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
For that piece of shit right there.
Because it's unique and has a weird cover.
I'm gonna say 99 cents, dude.
Okay.
I'm going to say 99 cents. I'm going to say that's worth nothing.
But it's number one.
It is number one.
Of Edge.
But this is fucking number one of you get it with your Pizza Hut order.
It does. It does seem like one of those things. Like you get the new pizza and it has the Marvel Edge imprint on the box of the pizza. It just comes with free limited edition Marvel comic.
Oh my God. It's so bright. Okay. So you say 5, I say 99 cents. Let's crack this bitch open. Let's see what's going on. He's drooling. I don't think the people can see. Let's get that drool on. Yeah, there we go. They need to understand what we're dealing with right now. Okay. Let's crack it open. What do we got? Oh.
I'm going to come out and say this was awesome. This is the best thing I've read in a while, dude.
Holy fuck, what a pick.
Yeah.
What a start, my dude.
All right, so let's go through it quickly.
Okay. So notables.
Notables, A, this is in the middle of some shit is going on.
So first things first. It doesn't even
tell us.
First things first, make sure you read Spider-Man 127.
Spider-Man 127,
Of course.
And this was in 1995. I fucking stopped reading Spider-Man at that point.
Oh, man.
So right off the bat, the Punisher is in this adamantium Kevlar suit, and he's just being hauled away by Nick Fury for some reason.
Yeah.
So we have no idea what's going on. Now,
ambush, of course.
The first notable thing is that several times in this comic,
smoke their shoes.
Several characters say this. Bad guys say it. The Punisher says it.
I've never heard of the smoking of shoes as a way of saying get them.
And also, we can see that Stan Lee proudly presents Reset.
Of course.
All right.
What the fuck is smoke their shoes, dude?
Well, what the fuck is going on where you're reading this and then the Punisher is in multiple locations
at the same time.
And you're like, what? And then it turns out the bad guys killed androidios.
So the early on in we get your big Edge moment of they rip the helmet off. And it's like, oh, this is from Rosalie Carbone.
Yeah.
Tell her she can kiss my bam, 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 bam.
And then little Matt Jr.
And you're like,
been like, no, the
Punisher died. Yeah.
But then he's on the next panel.
Right. Second, when we time jump over to whatever the fuck's happening here, special points for them calling out Spook.
When I first read it, I thought it was Nick Fury was actually scared of something.
No.
And he was just like, spook, there's a spook.
He's referring to the Spookster, which is this special doctor guy sent in.
Like an FBI guy, and they're called spooks or whatever. Oh my God,
dude. Okay, so what else is notable?
What else is notable?
I have something.
Yes.
Right here on this page. If we're doing it, you want to say it's not a Liefeld alert, but what the fuck is happening with these boots, dude? Those are Liefeld
booties, though.
These boots are stupid.
They're like the fucking magnetic boots in Face Off.
In Face Off.
So we can see also our first sort of like character cameo. Doc Samson comes in.
There he is.
And does the thing where Woolie hates, where it's like, no, just talk. You don't need to fight. And Doc Samson takes his sweet ass time to actually explain what's going on. And what he wants to do.
Frank wants none of it.
What he wants to do is, I'm going to bring you experimental therapy, Frank. I'm going to bring you back to your mentally. I'm going to bring you back to the moment your family died, and we'll rebuild you.
Yeah, we can take you back to the origin moment.
And then my fucking wife here, Rihanna, shows up.
Yeah,
Rosalie Carbone?
Yeah. She's the villain.
Yeah.
So he eventually, he talks Frank into going like, we can unmake you from the moment the Punisher was going to happen, which to anyone who goes through PTSD sounds fucking awesome.
And Punisher's like, okay, he literally says, let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. Let's unmake everything about me, which I did not expect, right? We go through all the bullshit of him getting hypnotized.
He goes through some segments of his past.
You want to talk about the leading cutting edge technology we see here in this panel?
So the Spook is using S.H.I.E.L.D.'s incredibly advanced technology, which on your computer, digitally, you can take two photos and mesh them together, almost like you're shopping them together.
Shopping the photos.
And you have a big fucking panel in the bottom corner that says cut, crop, paste, invert, and giant pink hit sparks show out of him and combine the pictures. It's amazing.
All right.
Does this take place in 2099?
Is that Photoshop 2099?
So
maybe
it jumps around to different points of the Punisher's life. He's getting fooled by the Jackal, and he's fighting Spider-Man.
Of course.
And it's just unfortunate because the spook comes in and interrupts the therapy session.
Right. And he breaks in and says, Samson is like, get out of here, buddy. Leave now. And he's like, are you trying to tell me to go fly a kite? While he's holding a photo behind him
of Frank's family.
Do you want that's not Frank's family.
I forgot.
Do you want to tell them? You want to turn the page and show what that photo is?
So he has this photo strategically placed so Frank can get a big eyeful
while
of it.
Frank is hypnotized, back in Central Park. It's a picture of Nick Fury holding a kite
and about to shoot his family. And the Punisher's like, whoa, that's super convincing.
No. Oh, God.
So, guess what? Much like vetoing and counter-vetoing, the spook is counter-hypnotizing Frank.
And making him think that when it all went bad and his family died, Nick Fury was out there that day, hiding in the bushes with his kite. They then drop a bomb to try and defeat the Punisher.
But it doesn't work. He's fine. Doc Samson gets them out of there. Now Punisher is brought back. He's still when his family are getting killed. So he does a weird thing where he proceeds to kill every guy, but tell them about how he's doing it.
Right.
And how they're fucking up. He's like, hey, fool, you don't wear Kevlar. You're not protecting your head and you're fucking, I'm going to take you and use your body to protect my body. Center mass, idiots. None of you know how to fight.
He's living in the past and the present at the same time.
Exactly.
But he knows one thing for sure.
Yeah.
You got to kill Nick Fury.
Gotta smoke his shoes.
Gotta smoke those shoes, though. So here's the thing. After he takes out everybody in the present while thinking that it was in the past, right? Someone out of panel says the following line. Are we talking Slaughterama here or what?
It's a great term.
And
a game needs to be called Slaughterama.
Frank's like, who? And then some Punisher fanboy,
literally me, is in a car
sitting there going, yo, you're okay? Get in. What happens?
So the guy's just telling Punisher, man, it's so cool, like killing people, it's great. Holy shit, you're actually the Punisher. And the
Punisher's real bullets.
Filling up his magazine. And then the guy's like, oh my God, you're actually the Punisher.
Right?
Look at my big Punisher
And he's like,
t-shirt.
dude, you're the fucking coolest. Look, I'm wearing one too.
Also, I'm drinking and driving.
It'd be an honor if you had a drink with me, man. You're the baddest dude ever. And Frank's like, little kids have to cross the street in this town while vermin like you drive around with the load on. Bam! Punisher shoots his number one fanboy in the fucking head.
And Nick Fury drops in and says, this is so fucked. How did you guys get this so fucked up? Punisher puts on, wipes blood off the inner part of the windshield.
Puts on that guy's shirt and says he's going after Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And you just re-Punishered the Punisher.
Now the trap is set. This lets us know what the fuck Marvel Edge Over the Edge is. It's taking different heroes and pushing them over the edge because it says read Daredevil 344 goes over the edge. And if we turn one more page here, we can see it's like the Hulk. Oh no, what if Doctor Strange goes over the edge?
In August.
The next issue of Edge Omega, and we can see an actual devilish Daredevil who's turning into a monster.
Pull it back so we get the whole thing. Double Edge Omega.
In August, Over the Edge ends in double Edge Omega. Fuck this thing. And look, whatever this is written gets cut off. The death of.
And it doesn't even say who.
The Punisher. I don't know.
Oh, man.
So there's no letters section per
Just
se.
classified.
There's a little Shield archive. So wrong about that. No ads in this one because Double Edge didn't need ads.
No
it
ads
was too
necessary.
edgy.
No.
It's like YouTube. No one wants to advertise it on
Hell
anymore.
no, man. You gotta get.
So that's fucking Edge.
No one's gonna support.
Damn.
No advertiser I know of a reputable company supports the smoking of shoes.
No.
Not about that.
Terrible.
Not about that.
Don't smoke shoes.
We're a
kids.
family company.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Woolie was laughing quite a bit while reading that.
Oh, what a start.
That's a good start.
What a
That's a good
fucking start, dude.
So like we said, no ads, no letter time, but that's fine.
Nope. But when we do go down that list though, let's see what we do get when we summarize the points here. So it gets big bonus
For shiny.
We said 1 point each, right?
Yeah, sure.
So forget what I said before. We said 1 point each. So 1 point for big shinies.
Big shiny.
Did I have to read some other bullshit?
You did.
Absolutely. Liefeld alert. It wasn't actually Liefeld.
No.
It was bad art.
It was but it wasn't like
So
Liefeld style.
Zero? Yeah, zero.
It doesn't get
Okay.
a Liefeld point.
All right.
It was close, but it didn't earn it.
Does this cover lie to me?
It does. My assertion is that yes, he never even wears the full Punisher suit until the last panel, and even then he's in a car. No one has that amount of guns trained on him. It's an amalgamation of a bunch of different things that happened,
never had.
But it's a fucking lie.
It's a moment
cover.
that never. So this cover 100% lied.
What did you say about cover lie? Did you say something?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's fine.
Okay, so this cover super lied. There were no ads.
No.
And there was no mail section.
No.
So that means that Punisher, Rampage, Double Edge gets 3 points.
3 points out of a possible...
A lot.
Okay.
3 out of a possible lot.
All right, so then we have our last category. What was it worth? So I said $5.
You said $5. I said 99 cents.
So did you look that up?
We're going to live Google this shit.
Live Google this.
Yep.
Now, the only problem with this is that there's several sites and places where you can look up comic book prices. I don't know what are reputable or not, but...
The first one we find. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Because
that's eBay.
Hold on.
That's eBay.
Hold on. Okay, this is fucked up. Here's why this is fucked up. Let me get the shot in sight. I typed in comic price Punisher Edge Marvel. We got Punisher #1, which is this comic.
And the first thing you clicked on was an eBay listing.
It says 99 cents right here. 471. So
but Woolie was shipping.
With $4 shipping.
That this is like, do we want to find an actual like?
Yeah, this might be a little too sketch.
Selling. This is someone selling. Oh,
jeez. Okay. Comics price guide.
Yes, that has to be a thing.
Okay, so let's get the actual name then.
I don't even know what it's really called. I mean, it's
Double Edge Alpha.
It's called Double Edge Alpha. Yes, because the next issue was Omega.
Yes.
I can't believe I said these words.
Yes. Okay. Now we need a price guide on this. We need a value.
Yes.
So would we
just put it in the search for comic book?
Search
prices?
Double Edge Alpha? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I think we can do this.
Okay.
I think we can figure it out. Oh man. That threw me so far fucking off, dude. Here we go.
All right, click it. Yeah.
Value? Is there a value? #1?
Click the #1?
You have to log in? I think you have to log in. Ah, god damn it.
We can't use this.
No. No. Shit. All right. Do we have to use eBay?
No, because that's not even close to official.
Yeah. Damn it. Why you gotta stiff us like that? Comic price guide? No. What about Comic Book Realm? Oh man, we're doing it right now.
It's really rough. You know, there also is a login, so hopefully it does say.
Damn it! I can't just do a normal search.
Search by series. Put it in there.
Double Edge, is that the series? Come on, please.
Double Edge Alpha top.
Yeah.
Oh, current value $5.
Oh no! God damn it!
That's crazy.
Fuck.
Now, I don't know how. I think the first website is probably a more official thing that people use.
It says current value $5.
Holy shit!
Says it right there.
That's incredible.
Can't argue that.
Stan Lee couldn't write an ending that exciting.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Wow. Well,
there you go.
I guess that's it then.
I guess that's
you got me. Oh man, fucking does you. No, you need to get the reflection sheen up in there.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
super shiny.
Oh God! All right, Matt.
So I think
well played.
Yeah. So what is our special prize? For anybody that wins a comic book.
Well, I mean, look, we're trying to talk about real shit over on this this show. So we don't have a lot of time.
No, we don't.
To deal with bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. So anything that's worth your time or possibly worthwhile can just get the fuck out. And what are we talking about if we just take a look over here?
Oh, what's this?
In the trash bin. You want to pull that out for me, Matt? Oh. All right. It's the latest issue of Saga.
That neither of us have read yet.
And why have we not read it yet, Matt?
Because this is the special prize. Whoever wins one of those comic book offs gets to read one page. My eyes are salty and dry. So and my first page
I don't get to see it.
Okay.
You have to read it to me.
All right.
And you have to tell me and describe what is happening, you fuck.
I get the daughter of our couple, Marco and Lana. I get one singular shot of her sleeping, and I get one line. Families are goddamn wildfires. I'm done.
That's the first page.
She is sleeping. She was holding a little cuddly toy.
What was she wearing?
She was wearing a pink nightgown. Like a kitty type of pajamas.
Oh, she's growing up.
She looked much older.
Really?
The last time I saw her.
Oh, was her
her wings are out.
Another time jump?
I think so.
A little bit? Fuck.
But
not allowed to know.
Yeah. So, Woolie, what happens if you win the next?
Then we move on to page 2, at which point I start at page 2 and describe it to Matt. And we continue.
The dumbest.
You want to put that back where it belongs, Matt?
Yeah, all right, there you go.
If we can just, yep.
Back
right there.
Into the trash
all right.
Bye.
Thank you. More important business to take care of right now. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to read Punisher Edge over the edge again. Over the hedge edge.
Jesus Christ, dude. I want to read it so bad.
Yeah, well, you better win next time.
I swear to God. So
I think we did it.
We did it. That wraps it up, I suppose. Fuck. We need to have a way. We need to figure out a system how to earn vetoes back. Because it's got to be a really good way to earn a veto back, I think.
But maybe next time on Men Will Get Everything Wrong, instead of talking about a comic book, just throw some bullshit at me. Just give me a subject, and you can see if you can get me to use a veto.
I think
or vice versa. I don't think you can get me to use a veto. I think I can get you to use one, but even then, I think it's going to be hard.
We might need to rebalance this game. The patch night might need to come in on the next episode. All right, guys. Did we get it wrong? I
got some stuff
wrong. We got it wrong.
I intentionally said man thing when I meant swamp thing.
And Amadeus Cho was definitely that was a moment.
Yeah.
That was a moment.
That was
good shit. Good business.
All right. See you later, true believers.